The Valley Gang was an Irish street gang in Chicago, Illinois during the early 20th century and was later allies of the Chicago outfit under Al Capone. Formed in the 1890s, the Valley Gang was based in Chicago's Bloody Maxwell section on 15th Street, specializing in pickpocketing and armed robbery. By 1900 the gang had become the leading force in the Chicago underworld, later rivaling Reagan's Colts, hired out for illegal activities ranging from labor slugging to murder for hire. During the mid-1910s, the gang was led by Paddy, the Bear Ryan, who, operating from his South Halsted Street saloon, would control most of Bloody Maxwell by prohibition, until his murder by rival Walter "Runt" Quinlan in 1920. After Walter Quinlan's death by Ryan's son Paddy, the Fox Ryan, Jr., the gang was led by Frankie Lake and Terry Druggen, who soon began bootlegging operations as the Druggen-Lake Gang. Soon becoming successful distributors, the gang, with partner Joseph Stenson, owned several breweries by the early 1920s, using its wealth to gain political influence and police protection. In 1924, Lake and Druggen were each sentenced to 1 year in Cook County Jail. However, while serving their sentences, they were allowed to leave the prison regularly due to support from politicians such as 20th Ward Alderman Morris Eller and bribes of $20,000 to Sheriff Peter Hoffman and prison warden Wesley Westbrook. After a report by the Chicago American, Hoffman was fined $2,500 and sentenced to 1 month imprisonment, and Westbrook was sentenced to 4 months imprisonment. The gang was soon noticed by Al Capone, due in part to the scandal, and upon their release in 1925 following the Bootleg Wars, an alliance was formed between the gang and the Chicago outfit, agreeing to give Capone 40% of their income in exchange for a protection with Reagan's Colts gunmen under Danny Stanton, who included William Gunner McPadden, Huey Stubby McGovern, Raymond Cassidy, and Frank Dutch Carpenter, although many of these men would be killed during the Bootleg Wars. With the conviction of Druggen and Lake for tax evasion in 1932, the gang would eventually become absorbed into the organization by the end of Prohibition. Serving as the Chicago crime syndicate's leading enforcers, many of the gang members, including Terry Druggen, retired extremely wealthy. References: Syphakas, Carl. The Mafia Encyclopedia. 2nd edition. New York, Checkmark Books, 1999.